Good morning, Wildcats. Today is Monday, March 2nd, and you're watching the Wildcat News. Please stand for the pledges and moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Please pause for a moment of silence.
Why is Texas Independence Day considered such a defining moment in the history of Texas?
Texas Independence Day is considered a defining moment in the history of Texas is because that's when Texas won its independence from Mexico. We didn't become a state in the United States, we became our own country. Texas was a nation, so we were our own country for 10 years. Then, of course, that leads to being annexed into the United States. We become a state in the United States, and we help to fulfill manifest destiny.
If you had lived in Texas in 1836, would you have supported independence? Why or why not?
If I had lived in Texas in 1836, I think I would have had to have supported independence because I would have fought against Santa Anna. He was a bad dude. He was doing lots of bad things to Texas, and I would have felt like it was my duty to help stop him. I couldn't just sit by and do nothing.
If social media existed in 1836, would you think people would have posted about the Texas Declaration of Independence?
If social media would have existed, yes, I think people would have posted about the Texas Declaration of Independence. And then I think people would have left lots of nasty little comments like they do in social media today. They probably would have made some TikTok videos about it. It would have been up on YouTube. It probably would have gone viral. But in any case, it would be incredibly well known and probably much more well known than it is today.
If you could interview one person from the Texas Revolution like Sam Houston or Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, who and what would you ask them?
If I could interview one person from the Texas Revolution, it would have to be Davy Crockett, hero of the Alamo. I would ask him if he would let me wear his coonskin cap. Then, when he wasn't watching, I'd probably try and steal old Betsy from him, or at least get him to let me shoot it. And I would ask him what it felt like to be a legend in Texas history.
Last question. Why do you think "Remember the Alamo" became such a powerful phrase after the Battle of the Alamo?
Remember the Alamo became such a powerful phrase because of what the men at the Alamo stood for. They could have surrendered and given up. They could have quit fighting. But the men that were there decided that what they were fighting for was worth dying for. And they decided that their lives were not as important as what it was they were trying to achieve. So they gave their lives so that the rest of us could enjoy the freedoms and liberties that we have today.
Thank you.
Thank you.